So that's a wrap for the short band protocols. Now this is just a little summary video on things to pay attention to just while you're practicing this to avoid frustration and just to really hone in on the value and precision of what you're trying to do while you develop your swing. So I'd say some people will put the connector on, maybe they won't put it on absolutely perpendicular with play. You could see in these protocols that this connector was behind the shaft parallel to play. And this is a great material that shouldn't spin on any shaft, and if it does, go ahead and clean off the shaft with some water and a towel. Make sure it's nice and clean, free from, say, sunblock or something like that. Put it on nice and snug. Again, you can move it up and down the shaft if you're looking for a little bit more pressure, but I would tend to say the softer side is good because you will fatigue doing these exercises. You want that muscular confusion. Now, things to avoid and to pay attention to. During the backswing, we want to feel like the hands and the band can kind of work together. As we hit little shorter shots with the wedges, same kind of thing. These little brief strikes, you can see how this is very much a connected body motion. There's nothing really independent of the hand. So if you feel the band losing its tension right away, then you can assume that your backswing is inspired by hands rather than a backswing that is from the ground up, down the arms, body motivated to have a reliable radius. And then during the continuation of the backswing, if we lose that connection, typically what's happening is there's some trail arm retraction rather than pushing. I want you guys and gals out there to remember that it's vital to have a sense of radius and push. So while I'm doing these short band starting protocols, we are keeping the spokes of the tire structured so we don't lose that nice circular motion of our swing. We don't want to have this retraction where we can even hear that and lose that sensation of the band creating that muscular confusion while we develop our swing on one side and the other. So just little awarenesses. Sometimes I'll see people hit shots and then really quickly they're not accustomed to the sense of a band pulling toward them, and they're not comfortable because they've had, for their whole life, they've had some element of chicken wing, and they haven't had this structured arms and pivot to a follow through. And that's why we start you in protocol number one, just anticipating that fight, that feel, that great muscular confusion and necessity of being in that position. So a big deal is learning how to move through a golf ball in this radius, tipped over inclined circle, anticipating the force of the band at all points, hitting that follow through and holding that sensation for a moment. Be strong there. Don't let it buckle you and, the band pull you in. Have that dedication to have those arms be comfortably long as your body rotates, relocates, and settles on that lead foot. And if you do that through that protocol series, you're well on your step to developing a great swing. Let's move on to the other protocols and then also the solutions for some ball striking challenges you may have.